Hello everyone, this is GW31979 here, and the topic of today is black men that live in these ghettos suffer from the Oedipus complex. Now my take on the fact that black men that live in these impoverished conditions is always usually the men that live in these impoverished conditions with their mothers. They always suffer the Oedipus complex with their moms, with their grandma, even in a lot of cases with their sisters, as well as with their aunts. And this is a problem that happens in the little impoverished urban communities, like places like Ferguson and Baltimore and Brooklyn, to name a few. These people that live in these areas, the young men suffer from that. And that makes the man weak. Okay? This is why I said this in many videos. For example, black folk and Hispanic folk will never, as long as they keep living in those urban areas, will never prosper. Because they have an Oedipus complex with their mothers. They're a little bit too close with their mothers for their own good. Pretty much, if you don't know what the Oedipus complex is, go look it up. You can look it up on Wikipedia. But Oedipus killed his father, basically, to marry his mother. Well, it's kind of like with the single black mother and the single Hispanic mother. Kill the son's spirit, or kill the father to the son by telling him that his daddy ain't shit, his daddy ain't shit, his daddy ain't shit. Now you're doing this from the time the boy is months old, if not weeks old, from his birth, all the way up to the age of 19 to 21. So of course the child, which he never was born up by a male figure, let alone the father, won't respect older men, let alone fellow men of his peers. But he loves to be a simp and a mangina and a pussy hound, and go around and try to defend women's honor like a white shine knight, like a jackass. I'll be honest with you, I even see this in the white community a lot. The Oedipus complex, man. This is American norm that I've been seeing for about a good 30 years. And that was taboo when I was growing up. When you that damn close with your mother, or that close with your aunt, or that close with your grandmother for that matter, or that close with your sister or your female cousin. We disown you, you did that shit. But nowadays, it's so out in the open. And the problem was, nobody don't want to talk about it at the exact same time. But they always demonize men as being the pedo, the rapist, and the violent fuck. But all that shit is inherited through the single mother. And what my point in this video being is, when you get single mothers, in this case a lot of black, a lot of American women in general, either you white, I saw a fuck ton of white single mothers, and actually there's abundance of them in the suburbs, more than there are of black single mothers, which is strange. But that's a whole topic in another time. But yeah, there's a lot of white single mothers here. That's why I tell guys, don't waste your time. 90% of the American women in general are garbage. Doesn't matter what color she is, she's just a piece of fucking shit. But anyway, I digress. What happens is when you get single mothers, in this case in the nigger community, or known as the black community, you get the Oedipus complex. You get the mangina syndrome. You get the social anxiety disorder. You get illogical, irrational behavior disorder. And this has come from men or young boys being reared by incompetent women. That take pride being a damn single mother. Just like that poor kid that got beat publicly trying to participate in the riots by his mother. And she's humiliating him and making him wear pink. That kid's going like one person said, J Truth. He said it like that kid's gonna commit suicide, man. Either that or he's gonna kill somebody. And the reason why, you want to know why a lot of black folks and Hispanic folks, a lot of white folks and even Asian folks that live in impoverished conditions in America go out and start killing people? In this case, black on black crime. In the white people case, white on white crime. In the Latino case, Latino on Latino crime. Oh yeah, that's very rampant. And the case goes so on and so on. Because they're reared by single mothers. Like I said, I tell people, if there was a time machine, go back in time. And go back in the mid-'80s. If you go back throughout the 80s, for example, in the Midwest throughout the 80s, most of those areas, they were white, and those communities flatlined with poverty. People are so dirt poor, they still are to this day, they walk outside barefooted. And I'm not talking from the house to the front yard. I'm talking like to their local store, to the supermarket, dirt poor, man. We got third world areas in this damn nation. Most people don't want to talk about that. That's because you got single mothers help to perpetuate the Oedipus complex among men. They take their young boys and they break their will by destroying them. Child never met his father a day in his life. You shield them all for the people don't realize child support is the new economy of the United States. It's been like that for some time. It's nothing new. It's just getting worse because now you got young girls, either with college degrees, milking the system from child support. That's my take. This is GW31979 here, and this is Black Men Suffer from the Oedipus Complex. Out.